Were you okay yesterday with the weather, the commute? Majestic Storm told us it was going to hit that window 4 to 10, 3 to 10. I don't know. It kept on shifting, but man, when the 4 o'clock newscast ended, I said, I gotta go.
Good.
I feel like James, I'm first one out.
I gotta.
Yeah.
Everyone go away.
I gotta try to beat this
How
storm.
was your commute?
It was actually fine.
Okay, good.
I got home,
Yeah.
and then my phone came up with the alarms or the alerts.
Yeah.
Like 5 minutes later,
Ooh.
Yeah.
So good timing.
saying, hit the deck.
then. Pretty much.
Yeah.
But it was okay.
Yeah.
It was okay. How about y'all? Okay?
Fine.
Mine was a little ominous skies, rumbles of thunder, lightning strikes, and then I just kind of had to go to bed.
Okay,
I've been trying
yeah.
to go to bed early, so I was like, all right, sound
Good for
machine
you.
on. I got to shut my windows because I could watch the sky for hours and hours and
sure,
hours.
yeah.
So
yeah, a little bit of a light show.
we had a little bit, but definitely the forecast was, I would say, pretty correct, where we had those isolated, strong to severe storms. Remember yesterday I was really letting you know and emphasizing that these storms would be isolated, not widespread, and there's a big difference there, and that's exactly what we got. So I want to talk about what happened and what's going to happen next. So really the strongest storms. If you were watching WCNC last night, Brad was covering. We had tornado warnings, we had severe thunderstorm warnings, we had an extremely active map. So we had reports of supercells, so those are rotating thunderstorms that produce large size hail. We got in a lot of pictures from our viewers, which thanks, by the way, for always sending in those great pictures of the sky, the rain, the lightning strikes, but especially those hailstones, because yesterday's, they were big, the size of a quarter or even larger, 1 inch in diameter or greater. And that's what you oftentimes get with these supercells, because that updraft allows those hailstones to stay way up high and to grow before they eventually drop. So now today, the National Weather Service, they're going to go out and they're going to survey a couple of spots where we think there's been a tornado on the ground. So that's kind of how this plays out. We can't tell you 100% sure that there was a tornado until somebody goes out and assesses it. And then they also look at the damage, and then they tell us how strong the strength of that possible tornado was. So you can see 2 surveys today, one in Madison and Buncombe counties, and then really for us it's out there in Catawba. So with that being said, we're going to learn more throughout the day as to what exactly happened as those strong storms pushed throughout the area. This is the area that was really the focus yesterday. So this is east of Hickory, right there in Claremont. This is where one of the National Weather Service teams are expected to head there today. So we'll find out if in fact it was a tornado. Likely, with everything that we've seen, it probably was. We're just going to have to see how strong it was and also the damage. So still figuring that out. National Weather Service sending up a group there. Look at our satellite and radar. This is from yesterday as that line really pushed through. We had so many different storm reports, and again, the forecast was spot on. It wasn't too surprising when it came to the wind damage, because remember, we told you this is mainly a wind event, and you can see as that line pushed through, all those little circles, those little icons, those are wind reports for very, very strong winds. At one point, we had a severe thunderstorm warning with some of those winds gusting around 70 miles an hour. So, I mean, these were serious storms. It was surprising to me because I feel like since I've been here in Charlotte, I haven't quite seen a line this intense that's held together so well. And we were definitely on it. Hopefully you and your family were able to stay safe. This morning doing traffic on WCNC, we did have some reports of down power lines, down tree limbs. If you are in the area that got hit by those stronger storms, just keep a mindful eye out for those tree limbs in your neighborhood this morning. And a lot of people are actually still without power. Yesterday, it was so hot, but it was also so humid. Yesterday, Chris and I were talking about how warm it was going to be, how it was going to play a big part in our weather forecast. And then today, we found out that yesterday was the most muggy day of the year so far. And that's a big reason why those storms had the strength that they needed to really intensify. So our dew point yesterday topped off at 77. That is incredibly high. That is very, very muggy. We look at our dew point to really determine how much moisture we have in the atmosphere, because storms, they love heat, they love humidity, so it makes sense with how much humidity we had out there yesterday that we had those strong storms. Now the storm has passed and it is sunny. It's so pretty outside this morning. Lylesville, this is coming in straight from Anson County. Temperatures, we are mainly into the 70s and 80s. We're at 77 in Charlotte, 81 as we're looking towards Monroe and Sherrod there. So overall temperatures are going to be around our seasonal average. Dew points were into the low 70s, so not quite as humid as to what we had yesterday, but you can still see it's going to be a hot summer-like day today. I mean, I'm looking forward to just the return of some sunshine, some warm summer-like weather with really not a whole lot to complain about, because this is more so what we would expect for this time of the year. 92 in Concord, Hickory, 87 this afternoon, and 77 degrees as we're looking over towards Boone. Now it's a big day here in the Queen City. It's the MLS All-Star Game. It is happening. There's so many fun activities that'll be ongoing in Uptown Charlotte. So if you are visiting from out of town, welcome. We have some good weather for you. If you're just a local and you're heading out to Uptown today for this event, the best news for you is that the weather is going to be great. I mean, yes, it's going to be hot, but we're not surprised about that here in the Carolinas. 6 o'clock, 89 degrees. Remember, the game starts at 8 o'clock, so 86 still by that point. And you can see temperatures start to drop back down into the upper 70s and low 80s, but no complaints. It's going to feel so nice, especially once the sun goes down. So clear, sunny, nice as we're heading into Thursday. Tomorrow's going to be beautiful. I don't think we'll have much cloud coverage whatsoever. Thursday looks great. Look at our high temperatures over the next 7 days. Now just kind of helping you plan ahead as we are going to be wrapping up our work week and getting straight into our weekend here soon. So 91 on Friday. By Saturday and Sunday, notice our temperatures are going to start to drop. I need you to pay close attention to the forecast on Sunday and Monday. Now we'll take the cooler temperatures. It's always nice to have a little break here and there from the extreme heat. So 85 on Sunday. But look what we also have. More rain. Another round of widespread rain, potential for some storms. Now, we're still several days out, so you guys know how it goes. Things could change, but we do have some indication looking at our long-range futurecast that it's going to be clear and nice on Thursday. There's 7 o'clock, no problems. Friday, not bad if you have Friday plans. Saturday, as we fast forward a bit more, also just fine. Small chance for a stray shower, but it's mainly going to be Sunday and into Monday that we have more rain moving in across the southeast. Now this model looks like it's a complete washout, but take it with a grain of salt because we're so many days out. Things dramatically change. Here's our Jerry Hunt Supercenter 7-day forecast. I'm excited to get our drought monitor. We'll be going over that tomorrow here in the WCNC Impact Studio, saying how much all of this rain has helped us. Again, 92 degrees. If you're heading out to the All-Star Game, should be a really, really fun time. Sunblock will be necessary, lots of hydration. And then 67 degrees tonight. I think the next 2 mornings will feel nice, mid-60s, before we see temperatures climb into the 90s. And again, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, heading into the first few days of August, likely going to be a bit active with rain and some storms ahead.
Okay, very nice for tonight. You're welcome, visitors to the Queen City.
Absolutely. We would only welcome them with the best weather, right?
How was yesterday? Did they have to cancel?
They had to postpone.
Postpone.
They had to, well, I think they delayed it because I think it got done.
Okay. all
Greg
right.
worked it, so I did know that. So
Okay.
he came home late.
Okay.
Later than expected.
So a late night, but they all got it in. So
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's good. We have MLS VIPs coming in later today.
Oh,
into
very
the Live
nice.
Impact Studio. You know,
Very fun.
it's not Sierra.
It's not. She put in the request.
It didn't go through?
It did, and they
I mean,
they
her
sent a very
loss.
nice message.
They
back.
were lovely.
They were lovely.
Her team was lovely.
Oh, they did respond.
They did, yes.
Oh, okay, good.
So it left the door open for future inquiry.
Let's keep it open, babe.
So shout out Sierra,
Sierra in
Sierra's team.
Could you imagine?
Hello?
Yeah, no problem.
Her and Russell? What if they just came, what if they brought the fam?
Come on.
Casual.
We have room for them.
Pass out.
Carlene was like, I would go home and
I
get
have to
another
go home, I
outfit.
have to change. I need like an in case of emergency Sierra's coming
Yeah. That's
outfit.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love Sierra.
I know.
Yeah,
She's
I do
fantastic.
too.
I was singing her one, two step. Yep. 1, 2 step.
Absolutely.
Yep. All right. So, MLS visitors, we'll see you
Welcome.
later. You're
Yes.
welcome. Majestic, thank you.
Of course, see you tomorrow.
And we'll see you tomorrow if you are heading to the bank tonight. Sounds like a great forecast, so enjoy that. All right, we have a busy morning. We're going to go to D.C. after the break because Fauci is taking the stand in front of a Senate hearing. Let's go to the break here on Live Impact News on your WCNC Charlotte.